Good morning. Thank you for joining us today for a conversation about the upcoming wildfire season. I'm Kimberly Dinwiddie Webb, the Public Information Officer with Clackamas County. We want to thank our host today, Canby Fire, for allowing us to be here. So we have speakers today from Canby Fire, Clackamas Fire, the Clackamas County Sheriff's Office, and Clackamas County Disaster Management. I'll send you a list of names with their spelling after this event. They're going to have some brief remarks, and then we will take your questions at the end. With that, I will turn it over to Canby Fire Chief Jim Davis.
Thank you, Kimberly, and welcome to Canby Fire District. And we appreciate the opportunity to host this timely media event preparing for wildland fire season. My name is Jim Davis. I am the chairperson of the Clackamas County Fire Defense Board, as well as fire chief of the Canby Fire District. With me today also is Nick Brown, fire chief from Clackamas County Fire District number 1. And he is the vice chair of the Clackamas County Fire Defense Board. Wildland fires, natural vegetation fires, can occur at any time and anywhere in the state of Oregon and within the region. On Labor Day 2020, Northwest Oregon experienced a significant east wind event with high temperatures. The fire department, ODF, and the U.S. Forest Service responded to numerous fires within the region. The Riverside and Beachy Creek fire would destroy numerous structures and impact numerous counties within the region. In 2021, the Bull Complex fire had the potential of impacting Clackamas County as well as Marion County. We worked with the State Fire Marshal's Office very close to monitor that fire on a daily basis. Every year, fire officials are asking the questions, when will the fire season begin? What kind of fire season can we expect? In 2020, we were experiencing moderate fire danger until the forecast called for high winds, high temperatures with very low humidities. About 6 p.m. on Labor Day 2020, Clackamas County fire departments were dispatched to numerous natural vegetation fires. A very dangerous fire, the Unger Road fire in Colton. Numerous homes had to immediately be evacuated, and fire crews would band together to fight the Unger Road fire as well as the Doty fire, and which then later turned into the Riverside Complex fire. The people evacuated had no time to evacuate. They literally had to take their car keys and leave. What can all of us not only learn from this fire, but numerous other fires that cause evacuations within the region and within the state? When will the fire season start? Yes, we have had record-breaking rain with the wettest April on record. For Clackamas, this may keep us under a normal fire season. This can change with sustained high winds, low humidity, and high temperatures for a sustained period of time. There is no date as to when fires will start within Clackamas County. Fire season typically begins when fuels dry out and temperatures warm up in May and June, and usually we declare fire season in July. August and September tend to be our busiest times when we prepare for wildland fires. The weather during the fire season is the most important element for us to monitor, and not current conditions of the above normal precipitation in April. A good example of this is the Riverside fire and the Doty fire in 2020 that occurred under extreme fire conditions during what started out to be a normal fire season. We ask people to be prepared. When you're notified to evacuate, you should follow the directions of emergency management, law enforcement, and fire officials. Have evacuation notices programmed on your cell phone and at your home phones. When advised to leave, grab your emergency kit, family members, and leave. Why? Because protecting lives and property are always the #1 priority for public safety. The longer it takes for you to leave, the longer it takes for fire and police to evacuate other neighborhoods and to fight the fire. Thank you. At this time, I'm going to call on Nick Brown, the Vice Chair of the Clackamas County Fire Defense Board, as well as the Fire Chief of Clackamas County Fire District 1.
Thanks, Chief Davis. I really appreciate the opportunity to be here today. I really like how you touched on our priorities being life safety and then saving property. That's crucial. And so as we've learned from the 2020 wildfires, we've begun to immerse ourselves in the communities and hold town hall events and figure out the concerns. And what I love about what we're doing here and kicking off this month is the forward thinking and trying to eliminate the fears and combat the fears. But one of the things that we've heard from our communities is, how do we prepare for the upcoming wildfire season? And how can I better prepare my home and my property for a better chance of survival? And there's a lot of things that we're going to talk about today, and the County Director of Emergency Management, Daniel Nibouar, is going to speak to as far as ready, set, go. But I want to speak to defensible space at your homes and what you can do to better defend your home. And really, if you break this down into 2 zones, Zone 1 being clear 0 to 30 feet from your house, remove all dead plants, grasses, leaves, shrubs, keep the trees trimmed up and branches 10 feet off the ground and from other trees, and remove all vegetation and other items that could catch fire from around and under decks. That's huge to stop the rapid spread of fires during wildfires. Zone 2 is clear 30 to 100 feet around the home or to your property line. And the key is one of these things is to maintain your fields or your grass at 4 inches or shorter. And again, create vertical and horizontal spacing between grass, shrubs, and trees. This will help to eliminate the lateral spread of fires in these events. As we prepare for this month coming up, and we're doing town hall meetings at various fire stations throughout the county, we invite you to participate in preparing for wildfire season this month by attending one of those events and preparedness open houses that are scheduled throughout the month of May, and by following the Ready, Set, Go guidelines that will be discussed here shortly. What have we been doing as a county to prepare? What have we been doing as a fire defense board to prepare? Well, one of the first things is looking at more apparatus like what you see behind me today with these Type 3 apparatus that Canby Fire has and the Clackamas Fire has. Those have been proven to be very effective in the wildland-urban interface environment. Other things like innovative ideas, we've established a Crew 30 and a Fuels 31, which is new to the area and new to the Clackamas County area, new to the Clackamas Fire Defense Board and the Clackamas Fire specifically. And as Chief Davis spoke to, over the last 2 years, we've experienced several large incidents that have taxed our resources. Fires that we have never seen in our backyard. We've seen them in Central Oregon, we've seen them in Southern Oregon, we've seen them in California, but now we're seeing them in our backyard. Funding remains a constant concern as we look to be best prepared year-round by having enough highly trained and equipped personnel to combat these incidents that are happening more frequently in our area. And every department within the Clackamas County Defense Board, we're exploring every opportunity to support increased staffing to be able to be more prepared for future large-scale incidents that we're going to face in the future. So with that, I'd like to turn over to Director of Emergency Management for Clackamas County, Daniel Nibouar, to elaborate further on the county. Thank you.
Good morning. I'm Daniel Nibouar, Interim Director for Clackamas County Disaster Management. During the month of May, we will continue to take steps to prepare for the next wildfire that could affect Clackamas County. We invite you to join us in those preparations. Memories of the 2020 wildfires are still close to us. 200,000 acres burned, 62 homes were destroyed, and over 200 other structures damaged or lost. We estimate that over 50,000 people were evacuated from their homes. In 2020, we saw community members helping one another in response to the wildfires, and we still see it as the community continues to recover. It was and is a beautiful sight amongst the devastation. We can help one another as a community in advance of wildfire through preparation. To help you prepare, we've launched a 31-day wildfire preparedness challenge. Through participating in this challenge, by the end of May, you will be better prepared for wildfire by staying informed by signing up for public alerts to receive emergency alerts and evacuation notices. Create an emergency plan. This includes a communication plan with your loved ones and a shelter plan for people, pets, and livestock. Defend your home by creating a defensible space that our fire partners already described. Pack your emergency kit. You could be asked to evacuate with little to no notice, and this kit will get you what you need in an evacuation. In addition to the guides to help you prepare online, Clackamas County, including the Sheriff's Office, fire and community partners, will host 8 community preparedness sessions so community members can learn how to prepare for wildfire and ask the experts questions. At Clackamas County, we're in the process of updating our wildfire protection plan, and we need your help to do that. Please fill out our survey that will help inform our wildfire community protection plan. This month, we also ask you to familiarize yourself with the evacuation levels. As we saw in 2020, you could be evacuated at a moment's notice. To receive these evacuation notices, please sign up at Public Alerts. The evacuation levels are Level 1, be ready, be aware, prepare, and stay informed. This is the time to prepare and be ready to evacuate. Older adults, individuals with access and functional needs, or mobile property owners should take action early. Consider moving pets and livestock early. Level 2, be set. Be ready to leave with little notice and relocate to a safe place outside of the affected area. You will have limited time to gather necessary items, and it may become unsafe to do so. Level 3, go. Evacuate now, leave immediately. It is unsafe in your area. For more information on evacuation areas, how to sign up for public alerts, attend a community wildfire preparedness session, or participate in our 31-day wildfire preparedness challenge with a chance to win a prize, visit our website at clackamas.us/wildfires. I'll now introduce Captain Brad O'Neill with the Clackamas County Sheriff's Office to further discuss evacuations.
All right, good morning. Captain Brad O'Neill, Patrol Captain for Clackamas County Sheriff's Office. Daniel just touched on the 3 levels of evacuations. The evacuations, the authority to evacuate folks lies within the Sheriff's Office to make that decision. A lot of people ask, how do we do that? We're collaborating all the time with the fire department, the Sheriff's Office, and all of our partners to really kind of figure out how big the fire is, how fast it's going, and what direction it's going to really help us plan that out. We do try and layer those, so we try and go 1, 2, 3. However, when a fire kicks off, sometimes that's a level 3, and we just got to go with it and have you get out immediately. We don't like to have people out of their homes for a long period of time. However, in order for us to be able to get you safely back in your homes, we need to make sure that all the public utilities are turned on. There's no hazards with maybe a broken gas line or a down power line. So we really need to make sure that everything is checked off safety-wise before we allow people to start coming back into their areas. Roadways. Evacuations are only as good as a clear roadway. One of the things that we experienced in 2020 were a lot of people just out on the roads that maybe didn't necessarily need to, and that really clogged those roadways up to not allow those folks in those level 3 evacuation zones to be able to evacuate quickly. So if you don't need to be on the road, stay off the road. Keep it open for anyone else who needs to evacuate. And think of multiple routes. If you need to go north, maybe your best route is going south first. So you can get out of the area on those open roadways and then get over to a major interstate to start going back the way you want to go. Safety and security after evacuations, this is always a big concern. If I evacuate my house, how do I know it's going to be safe? How do I know my things are going to be there when I get back? In 2020, we really beefed up our patrols. In our outlying areas, we typically have between 3 and 6 deputies working. There were some nights where I had 34 to 36 police officers roaming around in that area, doing security checks, checking on suspicious people, suspicious vehicles, making sure that people had legitimate business to be in those areas. So it is something that we take seriously. We have other partners that we can rely upon to call into those areas to help us out. But the other things you can do is think about having home safes to lock up your valuables, having monitoring systems with live camera feeds, with your security system, and just to kind of be that extra eye on your property. You know who should be on your property and who shouldn't. So if you see something suspicious on a camera, that's when you give us a call and we'll send someone out there to investigate it. We want to encourage all residents and visitors of Clackamas County to join the county and its partners in preparing for the wildfire season. We hope to see you at the scheduled events throughout the month of May to accomplish this goal. Thank you very much.
With that, we'll open it up for questions. If you could please state your question and identify who you would like to answer it. Otherwise, we'll figure it out for you.
Yeah, I'll start. Either one of you two, the chief and Dave, real quick. You kind of talked a little bit about, when the wildfire season starts. Of course, we saw a crazy amount of rain just in that last month, but that can change pretty quickly. When do you guys expect? You said between around May to June it could start.
Yeah, we typically, under normal Clackamas County, Marion County areas, we typically look at July, but that can change quickly too, with an onset of high temperatures and low humidities and wind. But planning purposes, we look at fire season starting in July.
And another quick question, talking about planning. What do people need to have in their go bag? Because like we saw just 2 years ago, people were basically told, hey, you got to leave now and weren't prepared. What should they have, sitting in their, in their closet so they can just grab it as they head out the door?
Okay, I'll let Daniel answer that.
Sure. Some good basics are going to be clothes, food, water, any hygiene, anything else that you would normally need to go through, any medication that may be needed there. A good way to test yourself is go camping for a weekend and look and see what you brought camping with you. And often just make sure you have enough. 72 hours is great. 2 weeks is even better. There are a lot of great guides online from the Oregon Office of Emergency Management, from Federal Emergency Management Agency, and on the Clackamas County Disaster Management website. And we will have some of those little kits to help prepare as part of our 31-day challenge.
Any further questions? Okay, so thanks again for being here. We encourage community members to visit our website and participate in our 31-day Wildfire Preparedness Challenge. After all, May is Wildfire Awareness Month, so we hope community members can participate with us. So with that, we'll close. The folks over here are available for follow-up questions with you guys individually, so thank you for coming today.